waves of business news on WAVE FM 91.7 Port Harcourt. I am Excel Uwaezuoke. The Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project SERAP has urged President Bola Tinubu to direct the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy Basun Tijani, as well as the management of the Nigerian Communications Satellite Limited and the Nigerian Nuclear Regulatory Authority to account for and explain the whereabouts of an alleged 2.9 billion naira in missing or diverted public funds. SERAP further called on the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Latifa SAN, and relevant anti-corruption agencies to investigate the alleged diversion of funds, including those documented in previous Audit General reports. In a letter dated April 11, 2026 and signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the group further urged the federal government to direct NICOMSAT to disclose the shareholders and beneficial owners of the company that allegedly received 465 million naira in unauthorized investments from the agency. The president of the Association of Waste Managers of Nigeria, Dr. Olubenga Adebola, has called for the government to establish a strong policy to guarantee investment in the waste disposal sector. Adebola noted this during a recent event in Lagos hosted by the Property and Environment Writers Association of Nigeria. Adebola also stressed the need for effective waste collection from top step of the waste generator, adding that this is what the private sector participant program represents. He noted that the PSP program was instituted to ensure that waste is collected from the top step of the waste generators. The Crude Oil Refiners Association of Nigeria has filed claims that imported petroleum products are cheaper than locally refined fuel. The group argued that price differences stem from quality disparities and not efficiency, while accusing the World Bank of failing to make a like-for-like comparison. The association policy secretary Eche Idoko, who spoke, said local refineries were disadvantaged by premium crude pricing and unfair benchmarking against blended imported products. On the foreign, oil prices rose back above $100 a barrel as energy markets reopened in Asia on Monday after talks between the US and Iran ended without a new deal. Global benchmark Brent crude was up by 7.3% at $102.30, while West Texas Intermediate was at 8.7% higher at $104.94. The failure of negotiations at the weekend has raised concerns that the global energy crisis will deepen. The price of oil plunged well below $100 last Wednesday after Washington and Tehran agreed to a conditional 2-week ceasefire deal that includes the opening of the Key Strait of Hormuz trade waterway. On the foreign exchange market, when US dollar traded for 1,430 naira at the parallel market, while the British pound is selling for 1,920 naira. Meanwhile, 1 euro traded 1,603 naira at the same platform. Moving on to the crude oil market, a barrel of Brent crude is similar to Nigeria's when the light traded for $102.04, an increase of 84 cents or 6.7%. Similarly, the West Texas Intermediate for $404.55, an increase of 98 cents on appreciation of 7.6%. And that's business news on Daybreak Nigeria this morning, compiled by Ayo Odungaru. You can also listen to us on WaveFM917.com. For pictures and stories in the news, follow us on Facebook and Dex at 917WaveFM and at Wave917FM on Instagram and Threads. Remember, Nigeria is our only country. We should join hands to make it great. I am Excel Uwaezuoke. Good morning and thank you for listening.